Food is one of the biggest cultural elements that creates bonds between people. Here on Culture Nepal, we would like to share Nepali food with our friends and learn about their cuisine. So Tori, tell me about your AB experience.
Both of my parents are from China. I think they immigrated here when they were in their 20s. They actually moved a lot of states. I have 3 sisters. The oldest was born in Seattle. My second older sister was born in Indiana. I was born in Florida, and then my younger sister was born in Massachusetts.
Wow,
I was
very diverse.
I don't know how it was for them. I never moved around a lot. Like, I don't remember moving at all since I was really young when we settled here.
Yeah.
But moving can be stressful.
So what are we doing first to make mac and cheese?
For this recipe, you need to make just boil pasta like normal first. I'm using macaroni pasta. It just says elbows on this package here.
Okay.
So we're using an induction stove, so it should boil pretty fast. But boil water until it reaches a rolling boil, and then you add the pasta. That's how usually a pasta is made. So I assume that's how it's made in this recipe too.
Yeah. What's special about this particular recipe?
I just found it online. I've already tried it and it's tasted really good. It's like a baked mac and cheese. It's like kind of different from like your average Kraft mac and cheese. I think the flavor is better, and it's just the texture is nice too. Cause there's gonna be breadcrumbs on the top.
Is this your first time you're making mac and cheese?
For this recipe, I think I have tried it before. Not in this building, but I made it at my house a year ago. Besides school, the only time I really make mac and cheese is when I make it, because my family, we usually eat Chinese food every day for dinner. We cook rice every day.
So when you were growing up with your sister, did you speak your language?
I wish I could, but I don't speak Chinese.
Oh.
I never learned it. My oldest is the best at Chinese. She speaks Chinglish.
Chinglish, what is that?
It's like a mix between Chinese and English. I feel like a lot of second-gen Chinese people like me use that. I quit in 6th grade.
School itself is very demanding for young people. As an immigrant mother, what I see is it is very important and fun for the bicultural children to get exposed to the native culture as well as the American culture they're born. You said that you wish you speak Chinese.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of conflicting. Like, it was kind of hard for me to figure out a good way to learn Chinese. A lot of second-gen Chinese kids can speak it, but not really right.
Yeah. I also was wondering, in school, you have the options of learning Spanish or second language. Is Chinese included in that?
It is.
It is?
I don't take it though, because college applications, if I continue to take Spanish and stuff.
Because it's more useful.
Yeah, and also because I took it since 7th grade, so I might as well continue with the language.
The Spanish.
Yeah. Language learning is not really my thing though. I don't know why. I don't really I used to love Spanish class in middle school, but once I went to high school, it was a bit of I think it lost some of its engagement.
Yeah.
And that's what made me want to learn. I really liked Spanish before because the teachers were fun. We played games and stuff, and we sang songs and stuff. But now it's just do a packet and blah blah.
Right.
And I feel like I lost a lot of my interest for the class.
Right. What do you like about being a child of multicultural parents?
It's like a pretty interesting experience.
Yeah.
Oh, it's boiling.
Now. This is the first step on making mac and cheese,
Yep.
Tori. So we boil the water. Is this too much boiling? Or
The recipe says you should use 250 grams, which is equal to 8 ounces of macaroni elbow pasta. I don't know how, but since I didn't bring my electric scale today, this is I just put in a random amount.
That's the fun way. I always do approximate. I never measure my stuff.
You need to prefer make too much macaroni than too little macaroni.
Oh no! Do we have enough now, or do you want more? Want to add
a
more?
tiny bit more. No, it doubles in size. Once it becomes cooked.
Yeah.
But it's better to be safe than sorry.
Okay, that's wonderful. So how long you gonna be boiling this, Tori?
Let me see. I'm not really experienced. That's why I'm using a recipe. It says cook per the box directions, I guess. For this type of pasta, it says If you want al dente, wait for 7 minutes. So I
7
guess
minutes.
around that time, we don't need to be precise as long as the texture feels nice. This is panko breadcrumbs. Like, they're pretty interesting. My mom makes a lot of panko breaded shrimp. I like the panko. It's like breadcrumbs that you can put
Japanese
on
style. I think they also use it for tempura.
things. Maybe,
In
yeah.
Japanese tempura.
I'm not really versed in Japanese cuisine, honestly.
Okay. And then what is this one over here?
This is just flour. For this recipe,
Yeah.
this is 1/3 cup flour.
Uh-huh.
And
The
this
regular
is
flour,
Yep.
all-purpose flour.
Yep, it's regular all-purpose flour.
Okay.
And over for the breadcrumbs,
Okay.
this is 2/3 cup.
Okay.
This is a mix of Gouda and Havarti cheese. For this cheese, like I got from this individual cheese packages because like they're supposed to be snacking cheeses, but I think they work for cooking too. I know Gouda and Havarti are good for like for making this mac and cheese having a stretch.
And then what kind of cheese is this one?
This is, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Le Gruyere. That's Swedish from Switzerland. It's Swiss.
Okay.
So it's like Le Gruyere, just something like that. It's some fancy type of cheese, and this gives the mac and cheese its flavor.
Yeah.
You know, this is for the stretchiness, and this is for the flavor.
Oh.
This is we need some melted butter for this recipe. And this is around 2 tablespoons. Like I know one of them is for this, the 1 tablespoon to the macaroni, and the 4 tablespoons is for the sauce.
Oh, I see. And what is that onion thing for?
Chopped onions. They said to use onion powder. You might need to double the recipe for this. Technically, the recipe calls for whole milk, like 3 cups whole milk, but this is heavy cream. This is a mixture between heavy cream and water. It's like for the ratio. It's a ratio of 1/2 cup heavy cream to 1/2 cup water to make 1 cup of like whole milk.
Even if you don't have whole milk and you have a cream, you can make whole milk, or you can buy a whole milk.
Pretty
itself.
much.
Okay.
I usually buy heavy cream and stuff because it's better for baking. And this is your hard cheese. For mac and cheese, you need 2 types of cheese. You need the melting cheese and a harder cheese. I guess it depends. Like this is for a more complex recipe. You can do whatever you want, but this is how I'm doing it.
Okay.
Like that's how the recipe says. It says you need 2 cups freshly shredded. This is exactly 2 cups, this measuring cup. So we can, I guess I can take 1 pasta out and see how the toss.
Yeah. Of it.
Maybe like 1 more minute and it should be good pretty soon.
Oh, you don't need to add salt or anything, right?
I don't think so. Not now. I think salt comes later. How do you shred? Like I want to learn how to use the cheese grater.
Basically, you hold this here, and don't be careful when it goes smaller. So just kind of, push it down. Here.
Like this?
Yes, perfect. Oh, you're such a good cook.
We can check.
How long? Yeah, we
We
can.
put it in. If it's still not enough, we can shred more. That's
Yeah.
not enough.
Okay.
It's good.
It's hard. It's hard work. It's like an exercise. In old days, people didn't go to gym. They just make food and have an exercise. And then after the exercise, you can have food also, right?
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Cooking is kind of an exercise. You have
Old
to stand up.
wisdom. Yeah.
You're always moving around,
your
standing.
arm going to be very strong at the end of our show. And your tummy going to be very hungry.
If more work equals more hunger.
And then, it's the more hungry you are, the food tastes better.
Yes, that's the case.
That's my parents used to ask me, is hunger is more tastier or food is tastier? And it's supposed to be hunger is more tastier. It smells so good.
It does. I never tried this cheese. This is like a
Ooh, I
nice
just
type of
feel
cheese.
like, yeah, is that enough now or you want more?
It's barely at the 2 cup line. We can extract a tiny bit more.
Okay.
We'll have some left over. That's
It's
fun.
also, it's also fun, right? Fun to do this.
It is. It's fun.
Addictive.
It's like fun seeing the result. I forgot to mention the recipe says cook the pasta per the box's directions minus 1 minute.
Minus 1 minute. Oh,
Hopefully this is fine.
I think that looks perfect.
Yeah.
So we strain the water.
We don't need all. We cooked an excess amount of pasta anyways.
How much did you want?
1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon. You can. Ooh, that looks really good.
If we have extra pasta, maybe we can also, if you have like tomato sauce or something, we can use the excess.
What we doing next, Tori?
I just add a bit more butter. So after this is mixed in, we can wait for this to cool down, and in the meanwhile, we can make the sauce.
Okay.
It's roux, R-O-U-X. It's an interesting word. It's like
How do you spell that?
R-O-U-x.
That's a new word I learned today. Ooh. What are we doing now?
We're melting 4 tablespoons of butter.
4 tablespoons of butter. We're melting it. I put it 5. So this is for making a sauce, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The cheese sauce.
Ah,
It's a bit too hot, I think.
so how much butter is that there again?
4 tablespoons.
4 tablespoons.
Oh, this is 1/3 cup. Yeah, we stir for 1 minute.
Butter.
I think slightly more butter. I don't know how much that is. It's a bit less than 1 tablespoon.
Okay.
A handful of flour. We don't know how
Ooh,
much.
isn't that fun? I like it.
A handful
Ooh,
of
it
flour.
feels good. We're making a lot of mess in the kitchen. Let me
Yes.
clean it. Oh, cleaning is another job. Mother always stayed home and cooked for whole family all the time.
I feel like people, no matter what type of family you're in, different people tend to cook. I know my family, my mom cooks the most. That's just my family. I know I'd probably better if I cooked sometimes too.
Yeah.
I know my best friend, in their family, they take turns cooking. So like, it's
Yeah.
like different for like every family.
Yeah, every family is different.
And then we add some milk.
So
Add
this
like
is
around-
so how long you have to stir, like make no.
That's enough. It's one.
That's
I was only-
enough?
I don't know how to scoop this.
Okay, here you go.
Double the measuring.
Measuring. This is here. Is it good?
Yes.
Oops.
It's
Uh-oh.
okay. Yeah, it's fine. You can wipe it later.
How many? How
That's
many
1
cups?
cup.
So how much extra did you put?
A
Half?
questionable amount.
Okay.
Yeah, people.
Ooh,
I
that
think
looks good.
learn to gain more intuition.
Do you like? Is it? Do you need it to be more liquidy, or this is good?
I think it's to mix and dissolve the paste into the milk. After mix the remaining amount after it's dissolved. So now it's not supposed to be this like lumpy.
Okay.
So see more of a liquid.
So all of it? Put all of it? Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay.
It'll burn too quickly. Pour some heavy whipping cream in.
And where?
We can use the same bowl we used before. It's a half and half ratio for to make whole milk. It's a half. You pour a half ratio. So 1/2 cup heavy whipping cream, 1/2 cup water to make 1
Okay.
cup of whole milk.
Wow. Okay. So we adding more milk in this sauce.
How much extra do you think we should add? Do you think we should add like an extra 1/2 cup of milk in total? So that's at the special 1/4 cup.
Okay.
1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. I thought this was gonna be my lunch, but it might actually be my dunch.
More milk.
Yay!
Yay!
Or just estimate the ingredients because we only care about the taste. We don't care about precise measurements.
Exactly.
Once the milk is added, we add the seasonings. Mix in salt and seasonings.
Oh.
It's 1/4 cup, but it's added like a dollop of salt there.
Enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
afterwards, don't add some red pepper. Add like 1 teaspoon of this.
Okay. Ooh,
A bit less
that looks
potent.
good.
No, add a bit more. Add like double.
Okay.
Since this is like less potent than powder, it's
Okay.
like flakes.
Yeah.
And then we can add. We don't have garlic or I have garlic powder at home. I just forgot to bring it.
Oh, so you would put garlic as well?
Yeah, it's.
I have some
What is it?
spice, like multi-purpose spice.
Do you want to try? Yeah.
Do you
let's
want to?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Smell it.
I love that smell.
Okay.
Yeah, we should add it.
All right. We're just creating as we go along.
Why don't you add a
People.
teaspoon of it?
So be ready for the experiment.
We're experimenting.
Oh my God, you added a lot of it. Ooh, this is a spicy mac and cheese now.
Yes, we need more flavor.
Wow, I love it.
Do you have any
else
other
did-
special spices?
Oh yeah, I have I have this yellow powder.
Sure.
Turmeric. You want some?
Sure.
Turmeric powder is very therapeutic. Look at the color.
It's a
It
beautiful
looks
color.
What is that one?
Red pepper.
Okay.
Cayenne.
Oh,
Cayenne.
cayenne? Oh, sure.
After
Let's add
add
it, okay.
cheese.
Okay, I'll just.
Ooh.
This cheese is stuck here. Oh. All right. Look at the sauce.
This is beautiful.
Ooh.
It's like we're experimenting in this recipe.
Oh,
The cooking is more than just like following directions and making sure the food is perfect. It's like making sure the food is like tastes good. It's flavorful.
Yes.
It's like, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's like the hard cheese, not the melting cheese. Like, you don't have to use this type of cheese. It's like you can use any type of cheese. This is really good. This is like, this reminds me of it's like a, it's kind of like Parmesan. The sauce is ready when you can like draw like a wooden, like a path on a wooden spoon like that. Yeah, good now.
So it's good now. So what is the trick again? I'm gonna do that.
Draw a path like on the spoon.
And then what is supposed to do?
Like if you can draw like a clear path, then it's good. Yeah, that's like that.
Okay. So we have a really nice pattern here. So that means the sauce is ready.
Oh, I read the recipe wrong. You're supposed to get it off the heat, then add the cheese.
Get off the heat. Okay.
Then add the cheese. But we added it before, which is I made a mistake, and it's fine. That's all. That's what cooking is. We don't have to be perfect.
No, it tastes still good. So what do we do now?
Add more salt.
Okay. You think the salt was not enough. See, that's why tasting is. Is that good enough now?
I think so, yeah.
You want to stir like constantly when I'm pouring?
Yeah, actually, this is a good amount. I thought this would be too little sauce. This is a good amount.
This is perfect. Wow, that looks really good.
You could eat this right now, but do you want to do it or you want to bake it like we're originally going?
We want to bake it because that is much better. We did add sauce in our pasta, so are we ready to bake it now?
Yep, I think we are.
Great. Teamwork is the dream work.
Yes. Oops, it's not the best to mix. It's fine. Just mix.
Ooh.
What time leaves?
Time lapse is...
will be a bit weird. Panko breadcrumbs. Actually, we have the breadcrumbs here.
Okay.
The recipe says to add that much, but since we made a bigger portion than what the recipe intended us to do. We're gonna add a bit more.
Yeah.
Why not? We're experimenting
Why
here.
not? More is good. It will look... Putting my...
Yeah, we're
sticking my nose in your recipe now.
It's our recipe.
Our recipe. I write that. I like that.
It's a personal touch to it.
Here I go. Ooh, this feels good. What is this again?
It's panko breadcrumbs.
Panko. Oh my God, I have to buy this. Where did you buy this?
I don't know where my parents get it from. You probably can get it from most
Wow,
stores.
this feels good and it will taste good.
You can check a Market Basket or something. They might have it there.
Ooh. Oh my God, I like the feel of it. This is like a sand. Edible sand.
You should add a bit more. Do you think it's adequately covered?
Perfect. Oh, look at that. That looks so professional. All right, next. Do we want onion? No, not onion.
I love onions. Do you have onions?
Fresh onion? No, I was thinking about onion flakes.
Oh, sure. Sure, we could add it. We could sprinkle a tiny bit more. Like a little bit. Like this.
Yeah, ooh. This is good. More shredded cheese?
Why not?
Why not?
You're fun to cook.
Nice.
It's fun to cook with somebody, so I can talk to them while cooking. Add some shredded cheese at the topping. Just why not?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oops.
Yeah.
It's clumping together.
Okay. Ooh. So we're gonna bake this for how
25
long?
minutes, I think.
25 minutes on what temperature?
350 degrees Fahrenheit. It's already preheated.
This is good enough?
Yeah, that's all the recipes. That's good.
Oh, it smells good.
I think you're supposed to mix the butter with the breadcrumbs. It's okay.
Yeah, you don't have to. Actually, you can even put a little bit of slices of butter if you want to. More.
Let's put this back in the oven.
Okay. We're gonna make soup. This is very typical Nepali.
I'm open to try new things.
So this is actually a bean soup. And you know, I'm vegetarian and a lot of people worry, oh, how do you get proteins, right? So this is how I get protein. Those are the beans, and the fun thing is you can add any beans you like. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types of beans.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Then I boil this on the water with salt and some turmeric powder, and there's it. This is pre-made base for the soup, okay? And then the second thing, what you need to do is pick up all the vegetable you like. Do you like zucchini?
Yes.
Do you like summer squash?
Yes.
And also the potato.
I love potatoes.
Okay, good. So you love all of them. So you're going to have to help me cut them. So what is your favorite Chinese food?
I don't know. That's hard to say. I really like fatty meat. So it's like, I don't know if it's like, I think it's pork or something. I think they might use beef or something. I don't know. It's like probably pork, I think.
Okay.
It's like the fatty part of the meat. So it's like pretty much just like it's like layered meat pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like layers of like it's mostly. I guess like the lean part is like on the bottom or something, but as you get it up, it gets fattier and fattier.
Yeah.
And
You know, fat is good when you live in a cold weather. Sometimes you crave for food according to the environment you're born, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense. But you're so fit with that fatty meat.
I don't
So
eat it that often. It's
So-
like a treat almost. My mom prepares it sometimes, not all the time.
You like the potato skin or not?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it? Oh.
I'm not very picky. Like the only thing I don't like is cilantro.
But I love cilantro.
It tastes like soapy or like a
Ooh.
squished bug or something. I never
Ooh, really?
like. I don't
Ooh,
know. It's like
that's-
something really gross and like it kind of tastes like someone like sprayed like a mixture of like bleach and like
Ooh.
and like dirt in front of your face.
That doesn't sound good. You should never. I'm glad I'm not using cilantro today. Very, very happy. Thank you for telling me that. Do you like
I
cheese?
love-
Paneer?
Is that paneer? What
This
is
is paneer. Paneer is like they make it as a tofu, but tofu is made out of the
Soy.
soy bit. Yeah, soy. This is made out of milk, cow milk.
Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna cut this also, and then we'll start cooking.
I have a friend who brought in paneer to school once. So it was pretty
She
good.
did?
Like I didn't really know what it tastes like. I didn't really know what it was made of, but it tasted really good.
Do you like tomatoes?
Yes.
Okay. So while you cut the tomatoes, I'm gonna fry this. Okay. So I'm gonna add olive oil in this pan, frying pan. I'm gonna put some turmeric, and then
Ooh,
some
that looks
salt.
tasty.
Yeah, and
I like
then
the
some
color.
salt. I know, looks really good. So this is how it's gonna be. How is it cutting going?
It's
Do you
really
like
pretty
it?
well. I'm almost done with it, and it's pretty easy.
It is very easy.
It's
and
actually kind of therapeutic.
good.
It takes a lot of days to make it though.
You can actually eat just like that cheese. You can just eat just like this too. And if you can put like actually, can you pass me the spice over there? Yeah, you can put this. This is all spice mixed together. It's called garam masala.
Ooh.
I always it's very handy. And then if you like hot chili, you can add chili, but you can actually just eat this just like that.
Ooh, I like the
Can this
browning going on.
Yeah, this is also ready, and I'm gonna pour this in because this is gonna be main dish where we're gonna be making our soup. So
What do
I'm
you
gonna-
use the oil for the soup?
Yeah. And then now I need potato. You can pour this potato. Nice. Add salt. This is Himalayan salt, very special from Nepal, Himalayan region.
We have some at home. Like we bought it
It's
from
very
BJ's.
yeah, it's very tasty and it has lots of minerals. So and then also I put the turmeric powder, and also this all mixed spices called garam masala.
I'm so tempted to call it allspice, even though that's really different.
It is because it has lots of different spices mixed together. Very, very tasty.
Do you make these dishes at home?
Yep. Yeah, I do make. I used to cook every day before for my son.
I know it's a sad reflection of American culture about eating all the frozen food.
So I'm gonna add at this point because I think potato is a little bit half cooked. So I'm gonna add this squash that you cut beautifully. Look at that. You did such a great job. And so I'm gonna add this with the potato. And then again, guess what I'm gonna add?
More spice?
And salt.
Turmeric? Oh, salt.
Salt and turmeric, both. Yeah, spice, salt.
I'll check on my thing.
Okay.
Our things again.
I'm gonna put a little bit of spice. And I cook this a little bit. You did such a good job cutting this squash, Tori. I'm very impressed.
I'm surprised too.
Tori, did you see how it is coming out?
Yeah, it looks really tasty. Reminds me of how my mom cooks.
Oh, really? Nepal is in between India and China, so we have to like influence from two countries. Got the best food. Best of the world. You can cook more if you want, the softer texture. but for me it looks good. Add tomato at this point. Okay. While it's cooking, I'm going to prepare this mixture ready. See, when I see it, what do you think? Do you think it's soupy enough?
I think it's pretty soupy and already. Tiny bit more water, yeah.
Yeah. Add a little bit more water.
It's exciting.
It is. Ready? Yay, look at the color. And
I love the color, like
look at the vegetables, like how rich the soup is, right? Lots of vegetable, lots of proteins, lot of vitamins, and yummy. Lots of spices. And then I don't know if the salt is enough, but you can always add salt at the end, salt and pepper. This is kind of like a stewy kind of soup, but if you want, you can add some more water. But it's called kwati in Nepali language.
What? How do you pronounce it?
Kwati.
Guanti?
Yes, perfect.
For me, it's kind of hard because on the surface, I think in general, I feel like I'm more Americanized since I like some American foods like mac and cheese. At the same time, I like some of the Chinese cuisine and stuff. I think when I'm older, I'll probably adopt a more American lifestyle, but I won't forget to add the Chinese stuff, like having a New Year's celebration.
Yes, have you been to China before?
Yeah, I'm in 5th grade.
You have? How long did you stay there?
2 weeks.
Oh, how was where did you go? What did you do?
I think I went to visit my grandparents and it was interesting actually. Like, I was like pretty busy. I remember had like a lot of people. There were a lot of smoking and like there's some people
smoking what?
Like cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
And they're like spitting onto the street and stuff. So like it's like not. Sometimes it's also a bit chaotic of a place, but the food was really good.
Which part of China did you go to?
I think Shanghai.
Shanghai, that's a big city.
Culture also impacts the way. Like sometimes there can be some differences between like how they were raised compared to like how their values are compared to what a lot of Americans' values are.
Yeah.
They're good people and stuff. I feel like the values are a bit different in some cases. Like for example, like mental health, like it's different. I think they're getting more understanding of mental health, which is good. But at the same time, I feel like Americans in general take mental health more seriously than a lot of like first generation Chinese people.
They're addressed differently. It's not that they're not serious, but they deal with it in a different way. Like we had, I think in Asian culture, family value, they stick with the family. So you have uncles and aunts and neighbors who are always there. And so mental health automatically get kind of addressed with, if you have some issues with your parents, you just go. Grandparents are there, so
that talk to us or something.
Yeah, the grandparents give a lot of wisdom, so that's how it dealt. And so I think it's hard for the parents in that region to come here and realize, oh my God, like we don't have that infrastructure. I think parents need a lot of support to help their kids.
I agree. Parents should get more wisdom. I think for us, like. I talk to my friends a lot.
Like they're first generation immigrant, right? So they have to work hard to provide for their kids. They have to adjust with a different culture, knowing the other wisdom that is sometimes conflicting. And so it's always, so that's why we need a community. This Acton is a great place. It has a lot of resources. I'm really happy you came today and you shared your experience and knowledge.
One topic I wanted to talk about. I don't know, do we have time for it?
Yeah. Keep talking.
It's like neurodiversity addressed in Asia. I know like in America it's like very like individualistic. So I know like if you're like autistic, like if you have autism like I do, I feel like it's like easier in some ways to like.
Because Asia is a big continent as well,
Yeah.
It's very hard to generalize. Coming from Nepal, I grew up in a very spiritual way. So every day we meditate. Every day we do yoga, and then every day we go to temple and think about life in a bigger picture. So there was temple everywhere all the time, and there was less population in Nepal when I was growing up. So people were available all the time. Like mothers always stayed home and be there for the family, and the kids could just drop by anytime. You have all these neighbors that you can go and drop by, and they will feed you, and they will kind of, be there for you, and you feel secure.
That seems really nice, actually.
It is very nice. Mental health never came in a surface because it's already addressed. It's a preventive measures that we actually worked on, and I'm very happy that you actually came and asked that questions. And so we constantly have to learn from young people like you. Cooking can be one of the, therapeutic process of healing.
It is.
That's main thing. I think it's ready to be served now. If you like cilantro at this point, you can kind of garnish with the cut cilantro. So, Tori, are you ready to eat our
Yes.
dinner or lunch
Or dunch.
Dunch. I learned that new word today. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your dish and being open to learn the new dish. This is what it's all about, America, coming from different culture, bringing it in, the goodness, and then learning about what we have it here and make it together for a healthy community and healthy family, right?
And thank you for sharing about your culture. It's really interesting knowing about the differences between how like Nepali children are raised and how American children are raised.
Yes, and then how Chinese. Well, happy meal, and thank you for everybody for watching it, and I hope you will enjoy this wonderful mac and cheese with the soup that's called Quantico soup.
No matter what culture you come from, like you're still your own individual person. So no matter if you come from like a really like conformist culture, like Chinese culture or whatever it is, like no matter how weird you are as a person, you can always just be yourself. Like, and if people judge you, that's on them.
Yes, exactly. And you are beautiful inside, and you are special. Yeah, and thank you for bringing this special dish and special thought. We hope you enjoyed International Cuisine on Culture Nepal today. And thank you for watching. See you next time.
Buddha, Buddha, Buddha,